Hey everybody, Mr. Grove here. We're going to quickly go through your review question answers for the review game we did for our protist test. So number one, plant-like protists, we'd call those algae, and animal-like protists, we'd refer to those as protozoans. So algae and protozoans. The most deadly of all protists is going to be Plasmodium, and it causes the disease malaria, and then our double host would be mosquitoes and humans. For our fun category this time, we had, in honor of Black History Month, famous African Americans. So this person was General Colin Powell, the first Secretary of State that was an African American, and also a leader of the armed forces in the Persian Gulf Wars. Picture protists, so these two pictures represent the red tide or dinoflagellates. So red tide or dinoflagellates. Number five, the protist responsible for African sleeping sickness is going to be trypanosoma, or the group kinetoplastids. In honor of Black History Month, this person was George Washington Carver. So he did a lot of experimentation with the peanut, basically invented crop rotation and lots of peanut types of things, peanut butter and other things associated with the peanut. Number seven, which protist does this picture represent? This would be slime molds, specifically plasmodial slime molds, and they would be more fungus-like. Which protist caused the disease nicknamed backpacker's diarrhea? That would be Giardia. So Giardia or Diplomonads, either one. We had our three baseball players, so Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson, and Hammer and Hank Aaron. These pictures all represent brown algae. So we got our sushi, kelp, and brown algae. These pictures all represent the diatoms. So a little different from the forams. Diatoms are more crystalline-like. Forams are the ones that are a little bit more seashell-like. These two people, so they were social justicing before it was even a real thing yet. Malcolm X and Rosa Parks. Yes or no, are we going to cause disease in humans? Giardia was a yes. Red algae, no. Paramecium, no. Plasmodium, very much yes. And Euglena, no. True, false, all of these would be true. So protists can be a single or multicellular thing, true. They can sexually or asexually reproduce, true. All associated with water, true. And some are photosynthetic, true. We've got our basketball players, Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, and our boxer would be Muhammad Ali. These pictures all represent Euglena. Which algae is most freshwater-like? That'd be letter C, the green algae. And which one's most closely related to plants? That would also be letter C, the green algae. Our airplane fighters are going to be the Tuskegee Airmen. Okay, so our fighter pilots, Tuskegee Airmen. Leaving the country, we made the little saying, if you want to stay away from protists, don't drink the poopy water and don't leave the country. So, and your odds of getting a disease protist are less. What kingdom do protists belong to? Protista. So they are in the protist kingdom. Don't overthink it. Our entertainers were Samuel L. Jackson and Oprah Winfrey. Which protist do we represent here? Amoeba. And these pictures would represent ciliates, or specifically the paramecium, and they are not going to be harmful. And our last celebrity was Sammy Davis Jr., part of the Rat Pack and singer of the Candyman song. So those are the answers to your review sheet, and I hope that was helpful.